Michelle Obama has been officially nominated for quote unquote the most cringeworthy person of the year award, along with Jamie Kern Lima and also the person you see, Meghan Markle. So these three, Meghan, Jamie Kern Lima, and Michelle Obama, were called out for their cringe-worthy contents they put out online. Michelle Obama, for her, there are three things you have to understand what made her most cringe-worthy. Number one is the Ozempic weight loss. Number two is the podcast that she did with Spotify that was very embarrassing, according to many people. Michelle Obama also appeared on multiple interviews. One I will show in a second with Jamie Kern Lima. In all of this, she was absolutely flop, 100%. Especially the interview with Jamie Kern Lima was such a disaster. I want you to take a listen.
For the person who needs to feel some hope in their life right now, what do you say?
Okay, so Michelle Obama was asked this question, give us some hope. And you will see how she would struggle with the right word. She doesn't have any advice. She doesn't have anything in her brain going on at the moment. You can see right off the bat by looking at her reaction when she was asked this question. Instead of looking at the camera or talking directly to Jamie Kern Lima, she was looking away. And to me, it was like she doesn't have any clue what to say. Come on, you were the first lady. You should have something to offer as an advice. But that was not the case. She was turning away from the camera. I want you to take a look at this one more time.
For the person who needs to feel some hope in their life right now, what do you say?
I will say what my husband has said, and he helps me. If it's still in the course of human history, if we had to pick a time to be alive, it would be now.
Okay, so if you have to pick a time to live in the course of history, it will be now. Then she doesn't give us any reason why this is the best time that we are living in. Now, Daily Mail, they have reported, I will actually play the rest of the interview in a second. We have a few more clips to share with you. But Daily Mail, they have reported by saying, quote, Michelle Obama showed off a bold and seemingly slimmer new look as she posed in a photo shoot over the weekend, with the speculation swirling around her potential use of weight loss drugs. Now, take a look at this photo and also this one. This one is from 2000, I believe, 2017, 2018. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this. This is how she looked in the past, Michelle Obama. And this is how she looks right now. I do not know if you notice any difference in her body shape, but we have other videos, other footages where it is clearly visible that she was using some kind of drug to lose her weight, and that really is what a lot of people think is making her cringe, very, very cringe. The former First Lady, Daily Mail reported, the former First Lady, 61, has spoken at length recently about her style and self-expression after releasing a fashion memoir at the beginning of November titled The Look. This book, The Look, was such an embarrassment for her. And again, these are all coming on the mainstream media sometimes, but a lot of these social media analysts, commentators, podcasters, they're noticing that Michelle Obama is releasing nothing but cringeworthy contents. The author, quote, and podcast host fashion choices have been lauded by many, with some claiming she has recently been flaunting a slimmer figure and implying she has used weight loss drugs such as Ozempic, just like Oprah Winfrey. And I think that when you try to find the easy way out to make yourself look good, then you look pathetic.
We have grown, and we continue to grow. as a nation. We just
Okay,
can't.
so if you take a look one more time, she's struggling to find words. Take a listen.
Course of human history, if we had to pick a time to be alive, it would be now.
Why?
We have grown and we continue to grow as a nation. We just can't lose sight of that growth. We do have to understand our history and what we've been through, what we've decided we don't want to be any longer, and why.
Very, very vague word salad, I would say. Some very, very common statements, very cliche. Everybody will say that. Yeah, we have to grow. We should not be forgetting. We should not be losing our sight. But then she doesn't explain anything in details.
We've decided we don't want to be any longer, and why. Just so that we don't keep making the same mistakes. We've learned a lot about who we want to be. You know, we're more open people.
Okay, so this is what she said when she was asked to give us hope. She gave us hope that we will not make or repeat the same mistakes again. I don't know what she was trying to accomplish by saying those things, but here you have a good example or another example of what it is to be a word salad.
Everything is in context. My mother she would give us a hard time sometimes, and she would say to us, I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you.
Okay, again, word salad. I mean, these days, the Democrats, they are struggling with their images. That is something very much talked about on mainstream media and also on social media, especially when it comes to Kamala Harris. Most of the time, she does not make any sense of what she's saying here. Look at this cringe fest of Kamala Harris.
Spirit's tired, but spirit's tired, but you cannot be defeated. Never let anybody defeat that. Because then what do we have left? When we think about like these moments where we see things that are being taken, but also let's see it as nature abhors a vacuum. So where there's a vacancy, then let's fill it. Right? And let's know that
she is so fake. Listen one more time.
The reality is that the progress of our nation has always been about the expansion of rights, not the restriction of rights. We're seeing a U-turn right now. For those rights to be maintained, which means we have to be vigilant, and it's just the nature of it. I mean, look at this beautiful play and everything that we know he had to suppress so much.
Again, what she's saying, I don't know. First of all, I cannot hear her clearly because the audio is not good. Second of all, whatever she's saying, I don't know. Is she making any sense, or is she just babbling there? But I think this one has.
I do know.
This one has a better audio. I want to play this for you.
I do know from a lived experience that what we do as a nation is we feed the ambition, aspirations, and dreams of the American people in a way that we are all collectively committed to progress and growth. I do know.
Okay, so again, every time you hear her talk, it sounds like screech. Literally, that's how it sounds like. But they need to do a good job. They can. I'm not saying they cannot. They can do a very good job. Michelle Obama, Kamala Harris, all of these personalities in terms of what they say in public and how to make sense of what they say.